More matches are coming up as we are speaking now. There are matches going on out there in Melbourne, and we hope to bring you results subsequently on our bulletin Sports Extraordinary that comes up at 6 p.m. Nigerian time. But first, let's look at basketball. Mike, in the game between Memphis Grizzlies and Minnesota Timberwolves, we saw Morant in a high-scoring fixture. He led the Grizzlies to a narrow victory with two crucial baskets coming in the very final minute out there in the United States of America.
Yeah, for Memphis Grizzlies, it was a very slim victory for them, but I think that their season has not been that impressive from what I expected of them, but I think it was a great victory as well to ensure that at least they manage indeed, because I actually kept my eyes on that very one to pass their opponent, but they need to improve in terms of their defending areas and also in transitional play when it seems there's no proper connect between the defense line and their offense line from the game I watched yesterday. I think Memphis Grizzlies, they need to improve on that.
Well, Grizzlies need to improve. Both Celtic were winners at home, 129 points against 119 coming from the New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah, for Bolton Celtic, I think they've been quite great in the Western Conference. They've been doing a lot of good job out there. They are one of the most informed teams in the Eastern Conference. I think they are seated in the second position after Cleveland Cavaliers. They seated the first in the Eastern Conference. Bolton Celtic clearly shows that indeed they deserve to be in that second position because they've maintained consistency in their last 5 games right now.
Talking about Cleveland Cavaliers, they lost at home 93 points to 108 from the Indiana Pacers. Cavaliers not showing the kind of quality we knew of them in the last 3 years.
Yeah, very shocking because Cleveland Cavaliers, I think for this season, they are doing impressive work as well. And I think for me, it was more like a surprise. I see them lost at home, especially if you take a look at their last 5-6 games right now. They've been putting up a very impressive record. You know, I thought it was going to be a roller coaster ride for them, especially playing at their own, home ground. I thought maybe that could be an advantage for them, but disappointingly, they could not make it count for their fans out there. But then, despite that, they are still seated comfortably in the Eastern Conference in the first position.
It was just 1 point overtime win for Utah Jazz, and this is an interesting feature if you follow broken nets. 112 points to 101 points. Overtime win there at Utah Jazz.
Yeah, I think I expected that very well. I expected them to get that win. In fact, them struggling to win Utah Jazz was more like a surprise to me. Reason being that Utah Jazz, they've had a very disappointing season so far. You take a look at where they are seated in the Eastern Conference, not a very good one at all. They are way down the bottom out there, which for me, I think going through their record in their last 6 games has not been a good one. So, and that is why I had expected them to lose that very. In fact, I even need to give kudos to them for holding it that tight.
Overtime win, just 1 point at overtime. That was a big one for Utah Jazz. Phoenix Suns 120 as compared to Charlotte Hornets 112 points.
Yeah, great one for Phoenix Suns. I hope they continue to also try to discover their form because they are not in the best of their form as well. But Phoenix Suns, expect them to do the magic, especially when it matters most.